of course you're happy. You're like, oh, thank God is happy, and but you get to border control and your story changes. Like, so hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I noticed I've done a lot of shorts lately and I haven't really done a video with myself, so I decided to do this video. Yes, I know I'm showing you all the video of how I traveled from Portugal, how I traveled from Cameroon, Nigeria to Portugal, and I'm also on the video for the UK. But I decided that, I mean, if there's just, I mean, why would I not mind it to my YouTube family, all 1 million of you, because I identify as discoveries with Marion having 1 million followers. It's not possible. So let's get straight into the story. Now imagine that you have gone through all the hustle of getting your visa, you've applied for your visa. I mean, if you've applied for your visa before, you know that this is not the easiest of processes. So imagine going through all of that, traveling from one country to another just to apply for a visa and all, and then you finally have it. Of course, you're happy. You're like, oh, thank God, you've prayed. All the anxiety, all the fear, finally. I mean, there's a lot of uncertainty with getting a visa, but it's mostly surpassed by the joy, the emotions. You're happy, you finally had what you went for. So, like, oh, village people, bye-bye, you cannot catch me again. So I carried my 22 kg and I landed in Lisbon. You get to border control and your story changes. Like, so, guys, now, what happened? Border control is like, everybody has to pass through border control before you can get into a country, especially when you are having a visa. I mean, it has to be checked, right? So having the visa is one thing and getting to the country is another. I flew from Cameroon to Lisbon, Portugal. Now, what airline did I even use? Yes, Air Maroc. I used Air Maroc to travel. These people that even lost my bag, but that's going to be another day's story. So I got to Lisbon. I've always heard about border control, but I was a bit indifferent because, I mean, how bad can it get? I know my story. Of course, I'm coming to do my master's. I know my program. I know my school. I first of all did everything myself, which makes things a lot easier. So you already know what you will say. According to me, it was just, oh, hi, show me. Let me not skip that part. Now we get to Lisbon. Mind you, I was traveling with a friend. So we get to Lisbon and we arrive border control. He's in front of me and he goes there. He spends like 2 minutes or even, because it's a long line of people. So he's there and he spends less than 2 minutes and he's already gone to the back, and then I'm the next person and I go to my own teller. I hope it's called teller. These people, yes, it's teller. I get to my own teller. It's a woman. Mind you, I'm like this. When I go to some particular places, not all, I don't really like when a woman serves me, but I'm not going to be gender biased here, and I am part of women supporting women. So we'll leave those other stories, but most of the times in certain protocols, women handling me have not been the best, so I have PTSD from that, but no problem. She was like, madam, can I see your passport? I said, yes, ma. Oh yeah, take. She don't take passport. She opens it. She said, mind you guys, my friend who I traveled with, we did everything together, okay? It's important, it's an important part of the story. So we applied for the visas around the same time. And then one thing the embassy did was, it issued a group of visas on the same day. And I knew a couple of people that were going around there, because then there was no appointment. So you could just show up at the embassy. And I had friends who had linked me up to other people, and that's how we knew each other. So most of us got our visa on the same day. So it was easy. We even received our passports from DHL together. Like, we sent DHL there to go and take our passport. So it was something which, I mean, we had the same visa. And he had passed it, he had gone ahead. Now, it reached my turn. Madam said, okay, so what are you coming here to do? The expected question. I told her I'm coming to do my master's, and then she was trying to scan my passport. Other people saw you, yeah, people left, right, and they look left, right, people, I'm hearing people sound. Because when you put the visa there, of course, it has a barcode that reads. My barcode is not reading. I wasn't nervous yet. Next question, where did you get your visa from? Yeah? Now, there I know say Casaladon, but while I was like, what's going on? I mean, I said, okay. My brain started running. Mind you guys, when I was in Cameroon, my visa, like, we traveled without the visa. So when they gave us the visas, we had to like pay DHL to bring our passports, take our passports from Cameroon, send there, and then bring back to Cameroon. Now, DHL can't collect my passport from the embassy now. No, they went to go and deposit. They did a great job. They deposited my passport, even after I had struck, but it was okay, they deposited. Now, I was going to collect the passport, and I really needed to collect this passport because I needed to know what was the day of, like, the start day of my visa being active, because from that day, you know how to pay your flight and all that. So DHL go, they one day. So DHL spent like 5 days before they could collect. I was like, okay, no problem. You know what, DHL, leave it. I called them. I said, okay, oh yeah, DHL, leave my passport. Don't touch it. You should stay in your office again. Is it possible that I can send somebody to come and pick up my passport from the embassy? I'll come and give you guys in the DHL office. They were like, yes, of course. I said, okay, no problem. That's fine. It's okay. Even though you have taken my money, but it's all right. It's no problem. I'm about to go. I leave this wahala behind. So let me forget these last days. That's what it takes. Hire lawyer will say, okay, let him go and pick up the passports, because we had to issue like power of attorney and all that. So we issued it. He went and picked up our passports and then went and gave to DHL. So guys, coming back to the story, you see at that point where they started asking me, where's your visa from, blah blah blah. Hey, I just, my brain, you know, your brain starts playing tricks on you. So I just knew that, okay, oh, maybe when they took my passport, they tore the page, replaced the page, like a lot of things started running through my mind. I was like, what am I going to say? Where will I start from? And I told her from Abuja. She was like, okay. She was still trying to scan. When I just knew that I was going back to Africa was when this woman stood up. I said, hey. And I see everybody own the beep by the side. My own not the beep. Why my own passport not the beep? Marion. I said, okay. She stopped. She was like, oh, my dear. Okay, 1 minute, please. 1 minute. My legs were really shaking. 1 minute how? 1 minute. And if anybody knows me, know that normally when I'm traveling, let's say when I'm flying or even changing towns, I'm at the airport at least 1 hour before. I mean, after checking, so I give myself at least 1 hour 30 minutes because anxiety and I, we are not friends. Like, we are not friends. So I do my best to avoid any situation that will put me in stress because I can just freak out. And that's, and here I needed to maintain composure. Like, I needed to maintain steeze because when you shake, it looks like you have done something. And I have not done anything. At least at that point, that's what I thought. I have not done anything. So what's my own? Let me stop. Let me calm down and put myself together and all. So she came back. She came back with a tall guy and tall man. I was like, hey, not be prison with this. People should just carry me above because you guys have already finished me. Just hey. I say, okay. She spoke to the guy in Portuguese. At that point, I didn't even understand anything in Portuguese. So she spoke to the guy in Portuguese. The guy just looked at me. I don't even know what was going through my mind. I started thinking of how I'm going to take back all those my clothes that I'm giving people because people give back my dresses if I'm coming back. I just knew that this was me going back to Africa at this point. The guy took my passport, opened it. He was looking at it. Then he came with these things that they use in tunnels, like a torchlight, like this. He was put it here. In that thing said he was smiling. Why are you smiling? What's funny? Oh yeah, tell me what is going on. The woman was still asking me, where did you have your visa from? Yeah? What's your first and last name? I was like, Jesus. Village people. So you people did not enter that plane with me in Jesus' name. You people trekked and you people arrived in Lisbon. Let's take that one first. He kept saying your visa. I was like, my visa. What is this guy stuttering? I just mustered up the courage because I don't even know. At that point, I was like, there's nothing you guys can do to me again. Only me, overthinker. I have already killed myself in my head. Like, I've done a lot of things to myself. So there's nothing else to do. So I just mustered up some courage. I was like, guys, is everything okay? Is everything fine? Because what's going on? They were like, no, everything's alright. They're just checking a few things. And then immediately, as the guy was checking, I said, hey, what is this guy stuttering? Speak now. Your visa, kilo. No, let me hurry, Joe. There's a long line. Like, there's a long line behind you. So imagine going through all of this. And then that line is there. And although there are other tellers, hoping that was for there are other tellers, but man, that line, and you're seeing that people have been passing and they have been going. You have been standing there for more than that. Those were like the longest. I think it was about 5 minutes plus, but those were like the longest 5 minutes of my life. It's when you're standing in those type of positions, that's when you know that time works slower. Is it faster or slower? When you're in this, when you're in a position that you're waiting for something, even when you're waiting for someone at the junction and all that, your time, the person will tell you 1 minute, it can be 1 minute, but you feel like it's so long. So that's how I stood there. And the guys were checking. So he turned and looked at me. He was like, your visa is fine. It's fine. He gave the woman. He was like, it's okay. The woman still struggled to scan this visa. Say, hey, I will not scan today, Marion. I will show you Pepe. Say, hey, God, I beg. What's going on? But no problem. Still ended in praise, so it's all right. No. Now, so she just said, okay, that's fine. She took it. She typed it in, and then she said, welcome to Portugal. Welcome where? Where is the welcome? Why you people wanted to kill me? People wanted to carry my hat to where? No. Welcome how? But as I said, welcome to Portugal. She gave me back my passport. But when I left that place with the stop, like I flew, I just disappeared from that place. I disappeared from that and went to the back. Just for me to reach the back, and my bag was not there, guys. My bag was not there. Look at me. Just look at how I look. Imagine new country. You're not supposed to understand. People are speaking a language I don't understand what's going on. I did not even do any good morning in Duolingo, nothing. But it's alright. I carried myself. Went to the back, no bag. Guys, you can see that other story. I'll tell you how it went in another video, okay? Also, on that note, guys, as well, I have some story for you on what happened with my border control in the UK, and I'll also be putting that up as a story time. So please, thank you so much for staying to this point, and I hope you love the story. And I mean, please go ahead, subscribe, like my video, share, and these are videos that can help other people so that they can be prepared to they can be mentally prepared to know what exactly is expected at border control. I mean, it can go legit documents or not, legit visa or not, everything legit. It can still go both ways. So guys, it's not one person they are sent back at border control. It's not two people. Make sure you do your research before you reach your final destination. Make sure you have checked, you have watched videos on border control. I mean, some other countries are more strict, but that does not mean that the others are not. Because if they had asked me that, will Portugal do that kind of thing, I would have refused, because man, that moment was a very stressful one. So again, thank you guys so much for staying here, and please go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that we can have more videos and a lot of more helpful tips. So thank you guys so much. And yes, I am very aware that I still have to do that video of going to how I did my documents in Portugal, and I will do it, as well as the document of what we require for you to apply for a UK visa. So if you want to hear more stories, if you have more ideas, feel free to drop in the comment section, and I'll be looking forward to hear. Okay, thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Much love.